don't want to bother the computer. So I'm gonna go based on my recollection. For my recollection, Mission Impossible did not mean that it was actually impossible, right? From my recollection, y'all keep me straight. Mission Impossible, the theme, the movies, the series, it didn't mean that the actual mission was impossible. What it meant was that the mission was possible, but only one person could do it. That should be all the words you need. The mission was possible, but only one person could do it. I said, whoa, that's heavy. That's heavy. And God was saying to me that the reason that you're being victorious and you'll continue to be victorious in this season is because you're on a mission and only you can do it. And on the outside looking in, when you hear what God has told you, or you see, or you have a vision of what you feel like God is leading you to, based on where you came from, based on your starting point, based on what's going on, based on all the odds that were stacked up against you, it is indeed looked at as impossible. Like statistically, some of the things that you guys have done is just statistically impossible. Born from single parents, went through whatever, born, times when you were in need, times when you were in distress. Statistically, that stuff was impossible. You were not supposed to overcome, but you kept pushing and you kept going and you kept going over and over and you kept trying and you kept going forward until the point where it's like, oh no, it is possible. But based on these set of circumstances, only the big boss man could do it. And what God said, and something that I continue to harp on, is they called who they called for Mission Impossible. What was it, Tom Cruise or whatever? They called who they called because of the resume. When God called you, He called who He called because of the resume. Thank you for that. Hopefully, y'all can hear me a little bit louder. He called who He called because of the resume. They looked at the resume and said, only Closey can do that. They looked at the resume and said, ooh, only D Griff can do that, probably. It's a lot of people in this world that do what you do, but in order to do what you've been called to do, it's probably going to only be ethereal. It's probably going to only be Lakey. It's probably only going to be Kelly Kelly. It's probably only going to be these people that can do it and set it forth in this earth. What made it a mission impossible? Well, first of all, let me start by saying this. They called you based on your experience. They said no, she's not ever been in this exact situation before, but she been in something similar. So when it's time for me to have somebody that needs to help single moms, or when it's time for me to have somebody I need to help people that's been divorced and been successfully divorced, when it's time for me to have somebody that's lost their business and lost it all and they need to speak to people who are up and coming entrepreneurs, I got to call on the people that's got the experience. That's why you got the call. That's why you Tom Cruise. Second reason why you got the call. It wasn't just your experience, but something else on your resume said something about your character. Like, yeah, I see what they've been through, but then I see how they acted when they was in what they was going through. To go through something and come out on the other side is dedication, but to go through something and it don't let it cripple you, and it don't let it turn you harsh, and it don't let it make your heart cold, and it don't let it, that's character. These are the things people did not know. It's like all that's, see, in your battle, you realize there was a lot that came along with people, but also in that battle, people had to realize there's a lot that came along with you. Oh, I ain't know y'all was like that for real. And then they had to say, oh, we ain't know you was like that for real. And the third thing, one thing that I always seen Tom Cruise doing them in Mission Impossible movies is he'll always do something crazy. Like that time he took the rope and and he hovered over that thing. We had never seen that before. And then that when God was showing me that, he was like, to really be a chosen one, you gotta have a little bit of mental instability. People didn't know you were a little crazy too. That's why I was called. It's a part of my resume. Part of my resume, part of my job description in here on bullet point 3 under character is he'll look crazy. He might jump off the building to get the job done. He might kick somebody in the face to get the job done. He might dress up in a costume like one of the guards and act like he gotta do. He crazy like that kind of little bit. That's a part of his qualifications. I call him. It's mad people that was on a part of God squad, a part of Jesus squad that was crazy. Ear cutters, stabbers, thieves, cussing out people. This Jesus gang. I called you cause she was crazy like that a little bit. I need it. People didn't know. Oh, it's my mental instability that got my name called a little bit. Because see, I done been blessed, man, to start bumping into a whole bunch of people who got money. Okay, it's something that I asked for. I wanted to make those relationships. I was purposeful about that. But in that, you start to learn people. And I learned in order to get that big bag you talking about, you got to be a little bit of cuckoo bird on, up top. It take you it take you being a little cuckoo to try some things and go without and go hungry and stay up late and do 10 hours and do 12 hours and be a little cuckoo. It's a part of the resume. It's Mission Impossible. So when the job need to get done, I called you because I knew if I said, "Hey, in order to do this, you gotta drop 30," and you'll be like, "Cool, I'm with that. I like that kind of." I want to leave here today, letting you know you can go further, you can get bigger, and you can go faster. Challenge yourself. When you thinking about your life in this quest, like, man, I'm on a mission impossible. I'm on a mission impossible. So I gotta challenge myself. I gotta kind of stretch myself beyond because I'm called. Because I'm willing to do the things that regular people won't do. I'm called because I'm willing to take it there. I'm willing to take it there. Okay, so that settles it. So that's why I'm called. I fit the description. And I was in my younger days. It's my early 20s. You know, my cousin girl. If the project's right here, she live right here, Right across from the projects, to me, it's the same as the projects. But anyway, I'm over a house, and he like, hey man, he like, he like, I need you to walk over here and take. I'm gonna drop something off. You know, I knew what something meant, but I'm on foot. I'm gonna walk over here. I'm gonna drop this off to this man, and we coming right back, just right across the street in the projects right here. I said, man, come on, let's walk. So we leave driveway. We walking. We talking. We walk up the street. Police officers. Whoop whoop whoop. I'm talking about, man. We probably walked 30 paces. Police officers. Boop boop boop. Now, at this time, I'm a working stand-up gentleman. I try to always be. So, even though I knew what was going on, I still was flabbergasted that we stopped. And so I'm upset. So I say, why y'all stop us? They say, y'all fit the description. And when I was working through this today, God said, tell these people they fit the description of who I need. It's somebody like you. So everything that you've been through, everything that you're going through is because that's the description. I need somebody that's I need somebody that's tall, that's willing to do that, that will go over there, that has been through that in the past. And that's what people don't understand. It's like, yo, they coming after you. It's like, I was arrested to do this because I fit the description of who they needed. You coming after me for the wrong reason, and I'm gonna be protected. I'm the man that they called. I fit the description. Even if I don't want to go, I gotta go. Even if I don't want to stream, I gotta stream. Even if it don't work, I gotta keep pushing the button. I'm the one. All right, folks. Don't forget to hit that Big Boss Man Cash App. We appreciate y'all. We're gonna keep on pushing this week. More videos, more stuff. Love y'all.